What's up, everyone? Got my fourth battle here today against Elpresidente8592. He's a good friend of mine, so I recommend you check out his channel and subscribe. And he starts off with a Gengar, and I start off with my Ambipom, which is a matchup that's really not good for my Ambipom, so I'm just going to U-turn out into my Meganium. But that was actually horrible on my part because I forgot about the Sludge Bomb, because not that many Gengars actually use it. So my Meganium is going to take that not well at all, and I'm going to have to switch again. So I switch into something that I hope can take one Sludge Bomb, which is my Weavile, because his special defense is horrible, but he has the best special defense on my team other than Meganium. So he takes the Sludge Bomb not very well, and I'm just going to Night Slash, because he knows my Weavile has Pursuit, so I went for the Night Slash, hoping he would stay in, and he does. So he sends in his Ambipom that should be named Pimban, but then Sensors happened. So I'm going to go into my Sand Slash here, and he's going to be able to take the Fake Out like a champ, and I'm going to go to set up my rocks, but he taunts me, which I should have expected because I actually gave him that Ambipom, and, well, it was an Apom at the time, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go for a Stone Edge, expecting him to switch into something that can fly, or the flying type. So I miss anyway, but that was annoying. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake after that, and stop over predicting, and he's going to go for the double hit again, which I can take one more after this one, after leftovers. So Earthquake is a 2-hit KO. And on this second Earthquake, he's going to switch into a flying type now with the U-turn. So that was a good play on his part. And the Earthquake obviously doesn't affect Staraptor, so not much I can do. And this is actually a choice band Staraptor, so there's really nothing that I want to switch into. And I'm just going to let my Sand Slash go down. And not having rocks up it really hurt me in this match, because of the Staraptor, and there was a lot of switching. So Sand Slash goes down, which is always sad when a Sand Slash goes down. And I'm going to send in my Weavile. I used Pursuit, because I knew he would expect the Ice Shard, and I was hoping he'd switch, but he doesn't. So the Brave Bird is going to take out my Weavile, and it's really not looking good for me right now. So I'm going to go back into my Ambipom and go for the Fake Out, hoping to just get rid of the Staraptor, but it's going to go into a Licky, and I know this thing carries Rest and Curse, so I'm just going to go for the Taunt to get some, well, not to get some damage, because it doesn't do any damage, so I just don't want it setting up on me. And he's going to go for the Gyro Ball, which does a surprisingly low amount of damage, but there's probably no attack EVs in this Licky to begin with, so I'm going to U-turn and go into my Meganium, which, with no curses up, I can take hits from this. So I know I'm faster too, so I'm going to set up the Reflect so I can live the second Body Slam. And then I'm going to set up my Leech Seed. So he's going to keep going for Body Slams to set up my Reflect. And I'm just hoping that he doesn't get the Paralyze on me. And he doesn't, which is pretty good. And people are running up and down the stairs outside of my door, so if you hear that, sorry. So I set up my Leech Seed, and he just Body Slams again, and after Leech Seed recovery and leftovers, my Meganium is going to have a decent amount of health, so I'm going to switch after this into my Blaziken. And I'm really hoping that he doesn't get to paralyze my Blaziken, because he's my main sweeper on this team, so I really need Blaziken to take this thing out, because if he keeps setting up curses, there's really nothing else I have that can take it. And I'm going to go for the Brick Break here, and he's actually going to stay in. I was half expecting the switch. So I get the Leech Seed recovery, and the Brick Break almost takes it out. He lives with maybe a fifth of his HP, which kind of annoyed me, but that's life. So I'm going to use the Thunder Punch here, which I know it'll take it out, and even if he decides to switch, I can get some damage on something. But he just stays in and lets Licky Licky go down. And I'm sorry if this narration is terrible. I'm sick today, so yeah, I'm just sort of narrating battles all day. And he's going to go into a Metacham, and I know the fake out's coming, so I'm going to go into my Feraligatr, who he has pretty good defense, and he's decently bulky. I was hoping he could take 1 or 2 hits from this thing, and I could get a Dragon Dance up, but this side jump kick actually takes me out. That just goes to show you the power of Metacham. Base 130 high jump kick in black and white is going to be ridiculous in that thing. So I'm going to go into my Ambipom and just go for the fake out, and he just death fodders his Ambipom because he lost his Pimpan to Nintendo Sensors. And he's going to send in an Angry Redneck, and I don't feel like taking a close combat, so I just go into my Meganium to see what he's going to do. And he just U-turns, which takes out my Meganium, but Meganium, this is a specially oriented Meganium, and he has a bunch of physical sweepers left, so it wasn't really going to help me that much. So I'm going to go back into my Ambipom and go for the fake out, and even though Metacham's defense really isn't that great, he still lives the fake out and gets a bullet punch off. And that does a load to my Ambipom, considering it's a base 40 on stabbed hit. And I just kill it off with a double hit, and the Staraptor comes in. It's going to intimidate me, but I can still outspeed it and actually take it out with this double hit. So the Staraptor goes down, and he's going to send in Cletus again, and he's just going to lock himself into the Earthquake, which is basically a good game for me, because I have my Ambipom left, which can't take an Earthquake, and my last Pokemon is Blaziken, which I try to take it out with a Vacuum Wave here, but without a crit, it's not going to happen. And he told me that this Vacuum Wave did exactly half, so if I got a crit, that would have been amazing, but I didn't. And he takes the match, and we're probably going to have a rematch soon, so look out for that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to me, subscribe to him. He uploads pretty frequently, and he's a pretty good battler, so I'll see you guys later.